Hey, biology students and science fans. Welcome back to the lab, our retro 16-bit science lab, that is. Today, we're jumping straight into one of nature's absolute biggest mysteries, the incredibly, almost unbelievably long lifespans of turtles. We're going to look under the microscope, dive into the oceans, and figure out exactly how these ancient reptiles managed to practically cheat time.
Okay, let's dive right into this. 187. Back in 2019, that was the staggering age of a giant tortoise named Jonathan, living way out on the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean.
To put that kind of extreme longevity into perspective, just think about Jonathan's timeline for a second. He was born in 1832. That's smack in the middle of Queen Victoria's era. By the time the Titanic sank into the North Atlantic in 1912, Jonathan was already an 80-year-old senior citizen. And he just kept going, hitting 187 in 2019. It completely redefines what we think of as a single lifetime.
Trying to mentally model how those branching statistics and global probabilities play out is essentially a massive, high-stakes math problem. And if you want to build the kind of analytical thinking to actually decode global data like this, you should absolutely check out Mathix. It teaches math in this incredibly fun, practical, and well-structured way. You get AI-powered support whenever you're stuck, an awesome active community section, and a really slick statistics dashboard to track your step-by-step progress. It totally takes the stress out of dealing with complex numbers. The link is right down in the description to get started.
All right, here's our mission objective for today's explainer. We're going to start with Jonathan's mystery, unpack the cellular secrets of telomeres and apoptosis, compare land and sea turtles, check out the global turtle family, and then wrap up with some seriously mind-blowing biological facts.
Section 1. Jonathan's Mystery.
So Guinness World Records literally crowned Jonathan the oldest animal on Earth. But for us, Jonathan isn't just an old animal. He's the ultimate scientific case study. Evolutionary biologists actually study terrestrial giants like him along with aquatic turtles to unlock the biological secrets of extreme aging and to see exactly how evolution generates such wild biodiversity.
Section 2. The secret of youth, telomeres. Let's zoom way in, right down to the cellular level. Now, what's really interesting here is telomeres. They're essentially biological shields. They're these non-coding threads of DNA that act kind of like the little plastic caps at the ends of your shoelaces, protecting the ends of chromosomes whenever cells divide. In most short-lived animals, these telomeres degrade and shorten pretty rapidly over time, and that leads to DNA replication errors, tumors, and eventually cell death. But turtles? They have this evolutionary superpower. Scientists have found they have a significantly slower rate of telomere shortening. So they get this massive resistance to the kind of DNA damage that normally causes aging. It's like they have built-in anti-aging armor. But wait, there's a second part to their secret weapon, apoptosis. Basically, this is the process of programmed cell death. When a cell gets damaged, the organism really needs to get rid of it before it causes any bigger problems, right?
So the crucial point here is just how aggressively turtles use this mechanism. Recent scientific papers show that giant tortoises and certain other turtles protect themselves from long-term cellular damage by swiftly and efficiently killing off any flawed cells through apoptosis. By rapidly clearing out the biological garbage, they successfully avoid tumors and cancer. Honestly, it's a brilliant defense system.
Section 3. Land versus sea turtles. Zooming back out from the microscope, when we look at lifespan data across different macro-level environments, sea turtles generally live about 50 to 100 years. Box turtles? They can easily exceed a century, and giant land tortoises can hit 150 years or more. And what's crazy is that biologists admit they don't even know the true maximum lifespan for a lot of these species, simply because we humans literally don't live long enough to observe their full life cycle. And this brilliantly illustrates the huge difference in their lifestyles. Giant land tortoises are these heavy terrestrial herbivores. They grow incredibly slowly on isolated places like the Galápagos Islands. Sea turtles, on the other hand, are flippered, migratory marathon swimmers. Actually, after sea turtles hatch, they enter what marine biologists call the lost years. It's this fascinating period where juveniles spend up to a decade just drifting in open ocean currents before they mature and head back to coastal waters.
Section 4. The turtle family and types.
Take the beautiful green turtle, for example. Now, you might think it's named for its shell, but it actually gets its name from the color of its body fat. It turns green because their diet is almost entirely seagrasses and algae. They mature in about 10 to 15 years, and incredibly, the females have this insane navigational memory to return to the exact same birthplace to lay their own eggs. Next up is the hawksbill turtle. If you look closely at its face, it has this sharp, really slender, almost raptor-like beak.
It's a highly specialized biological adaptation. It lets the turtle probe deep into coral crevices to extract bottom-dwelling invertebrates, specifically sea sponges. The hawksbill has a massive global distribution too. Those red areas highlight how this incredible species thrives all across tropical and subtropical coastlines worldwide, stretching from the Americas all the way to the Arabian Gulf and beyond.
We also have to marvel at some of the other notable family members here. The leatherback is the absolute giant of the sea, a deep-diving specialist that hunts jellyfish. Then there's the loggerhead. Its jaws are practically an engineering marvel, capable of crushing hard-shelled prey with up to 227 kilograms of bite force. That's massive. And of course, the olive ridley, beautifully named for that distinct olive green color of its shell.
Section 5. Facts and questions.
Entering the final phase of our explainer today, prepare to have your mind blown by this fact. For sea turtles, their biological sex isn't determined by genetics at all. No way. It's entirely determined by the temperature of the sand during incubation. It's called temperature-dependent sex determination. Sand cooler than 27.7 degrees Celsius produces males, while sand warmer than 31 degrees Celsius produces females. It is just an astonishing environmental link to their very biology. But we do need to end on a bit of a sobering note. This is Lonesome George. He was the very last known Pinta Island giant tortoise. When he passed away in 2012, his entire species went extinct right along with him. His story stands as a really powerful, tragic symbol of conservation. It reminds us just how vulnerable these ancient, slow-moving creatures are to human impact and habitat loss.
So to all our student viewers out there, I really want to hear from you. We looked at some incredible evolutionary traits today. Which biological survival mechanism fascinated you the most? Was it the shield-like telomere protection or the rapid cleanup of apoptosis? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments.
If you love diving into the biology of these ancient survivors with us, make sure you subscribe to the Zero Facts channel and hit that like button right now. It really helps us keep bringing you these scientific deep dives. And hey, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Mathiix, to level up your math skills today. With me, and I'll see you in the next explainer.